This is the Itel A100, a successor to the Itel A90 they released 4 months ago. So in a space of just 4 months, Itel is out with a successor. And this time, I think they nailed it. They put a faster processor in a 100,000 naira phone, and I think this changes everything for those looking for a very good but cheap phone. Or maybe not. Let's find out. In the box, the Itel A100 comes with the most basic accessories, as you can see here, which is always a good thing. There's even a hard plastic case with a MagSafe ring to go along with it and a 50-watt charger. The design of the Itel A100 reminds me of the previous Samsung A series devices. Nothing new here, just simple, minimal and straightforward design. I actually like how it feels in the hand and it doesn't feel or look cheap in any way. The A100 comes in 3 colors. We have Star Titanium, Shadow Titanium and Fresh Green. Fresh Green? Okay. The Shadow Titanium is what I have here and it looks okay. For just 100,000 naira or about $70, the build quality is surprisingly good and Itel says it passes the military grade shock test. As you can clearly see, it is printed on the box here. This tells you that it is tough. Also, it supports IP65 for dust and water resistant. With that, it adds another layer of durability and extended longevity compared to the last model. As usual with most Itel or Transsion devices, the power button and the volume rocker keys are located on the right side of the device. Then at the bottom, we have a headphone jack, a microphone, a USB Type-C charging port, and a speaker grill. There's also a dual nano SIM slot with a micro SD card on the left side of the device. The power button also houses the fingerprint scanner, which is very quick for unlocking the device. Then on the rear of the device, we have a 3-style camera setup with just one functional 8 megapixels camera. Yeah, just 8 megapixels. Now, after playing around with this phone for some days, I have to say I am really impressed with what it has to offer. Most especially the display and performance, which is where most of the upgrades are found. Speaking of the display, it now supports 90Hz refresh rate, up to 700 nits of peak brightness, and it still has 720p resolution just like the A90. However, you're really going to feel how smooth and bright the display is compared to the A90. Scrolling is smooth and I like how responsive it feels to touch. Watching videos on here feels a bit more fun than its predecessor. The U-shaped notch may bother some people, but honestly I can't complain because at this price, it is as good as it gets. For performance, well, I'm happy to tell you that performance is modest for day-to-day tasks. For stuff that you do casually on a smartphone, this phone handles it like a champ. Scrolling through social media apps, web browsing, and mostly basic stuff. If you're considering a phone at a lower price point, you have to also lower your expectation a bit. You shouldn't expect it to perform like the most expensive ones. But don't worry too much, this actually gets the job done. The Unisoc T7250 processor on here is actually very snappy, and I'm happy that Itel didn't go with the Helio G81 like everyone else. One downside when it comes to performance is the fact that it comes with just 3 GB of RAM. So when you have a lot of background apps, the device may feel slightly unresponsive or sluggish. If you're a gamer on a budget, don't get too excited because this device is better suited for 2D games. Other than that, you are going to be absolutely fine with this phone. The Itel A100 comes with Itel OS 15.1 on top of Android 15 Go edition out of the box. It offers a similar experience that you will get from most recent Transsion smartphones. On a budget, you can do some AI stuff here. There's Solar AI Assistant, there's Document Assistant, Writing Assistant, and AI Wallpaper Generator. And just like most recent Transsion devices, it comes pre-installed with the Ultra Link app or Free Link app that enables you to make free calls and send messages to other Transsion devices. Yeah, which is great. But what's not so great is the fact that it comes with plenty of bloatware, which most of them have the tendency of bringing ads. Okay, what about the camera? Well, this is not a device you want to buy if the camera is your main concern. But that's not to say it is all bad. For a fact, it is actually okay for the price. It is actually not that bad. The camera quality is decent for what it is. It captures good details and colors in well-lit conditions. However, you will get poor results in low lighting conditions. See, the camera is not this device strong suit. But just go through the images here and tell me what you think about them in the comment section below. Now, for battery, the Itel A100 actually does a really good job. You can comfortably get through a full day of use with ease, and that's with multiple apps running with a fair bit of screen on time. The 5000 mAh battery on here is one of its standard features. The battery life is actually good with up to 2 days of light use. And thankfully, Itel was kind enough to throw in a 15-watt charger. That may not sound like a lot, but it is okay for a phone that costs just $70 if you ask me. Now, during my test, it took about 2 hours and 15 minutes to charge this device from 0 to 100%, which is really not bad for a device in this price category. So, back to the initial question, does this actually change everything? Well, yes, the Itel A100 is a decent smartphone that offers excellent value for money, especially for those on a very tight budget, those looking for a dead cheap but good phone. The only downside I see here is the camera. Yeah, the 8 megapixels on the back and the one on the front here. And also the fact that it comes with Android Go edition. Other than that, it is great for the price. What do you think about the Itel A100? Kindly share your own thought with me in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, kindly give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you in the very next one.